इन्फोसिस, एक इंडियन आईटी सर्विसेज जायंट जिसका स्टॉक फिलहाल फ्री फॉल में है। 13 दिसंबर 2024, ये वो दिन था जब इन्फोसिस ने अपना ऑल टाइम हाई बनाया ऑफ 2000 रुपीज, and currently we're trading at 1040 rupees. So what has happened with Infosys कि हम 2000 rupees से अब 1000 rupees के पास आ गए हैं? Why has this 50% correction happened and what is the reason behind this? Let's understand. तो कहानी शुरू होती है with the emergence of AI agents. First we got ChatGPT, then we got Perplexity, Copilot, Claude, and then Gemini. So with these AI agents in the market, the investors started thinking, would IT services still be relevant in a world where these AI agents already existed? And would these services and these IT companies become redundant after these AI agents emerged in the markets? And this fear quickly spread into the minds and hearts of IT giants like Infosys, TCS, Wipro, and HCL Tech. But this fear was not just limited to India. This fear spread worldwide and affected IT services companies in the US. Companies like Adobe and Microsoft and Intuit were all down by 20 to 30% on the year. Let's think of this with an example. मान लीजिए you go out with your friends on a Sunday or a Saturday night and it gets very late. And अगर मान लीजिए आपके parents आपको call करते हैं and you don't pick that call, तो your parents will assume the worst possible situation or the worst possible case because उनके मन में वो डर होगा. एंड हो सकता है कि एक्चुअली आपके साथ कुछ हुआ भी ना हो, इट्स जस्ट दैट आपका ध्यान ना हो फोन पे या आप कुछ और कर रहे हो तो यू कुडंट पिक दैट कॉल, but your parents would be scared. And that is what is happening with the market and the investors today. The investors are scared because of something that could happen in the future. And उस वजह से markets today are already pricing in the worst possible situation. मार्केट आज ऑलरेडी ये प्राइसिंग कर रहा है कि ये बिजनेसेस ऑलमोस्ट वर्थलेस हो गए हैं या इनकी वैल्यू ओवर टाइम खत्म हो जाएगी या फ्यूचर में खत्म हो जाएगी, जो कि एक्चुअली हमने मटेरियलाइज होते हुए बिल्कुल भी नहीं देखा है. These companies are still sitting at record profits and are still making record profits. These are very strong cash flow businesses which have survived various financial crises. And I think markets and investors are just scared today and they're pricing these businesses very ruthlessly. अगर आप मेरा ओपिनियन एंड मेरी बायस पूछे ऑन आईटी सर्विस कंपनीज, सो माय बायस इज आई थिंक AI will not replace IT service companies. Instead, I think AI will become a tool for these companies, which will further enhance their profits and revenue. And इसका reason ये है that I think even though there will be layoffs, in this case, it would not be a bad thing for the companies because I believe that it would be cost efficient for these IT service companies to use AI. Now, of course, you can always debate around, and there are always a lot of cases to be made on this kind of a thing because AI एक new technology है and we don't really know how companies will evolve around AI and कैसे इनको use करेंगी. But we already see around, yesterday I read a number that it was around 14 to 12 billion dollars that the IT services have started to generate using AI. So, like that, I believe that IT services would use AI as a tool rather than be replaced by them. And I think companies like Infosys and TCS and Wipro are placed at the very correct position for a move towards AI. Because Infosys, Wipro and TCS इतना heavily invest नहीं कर रहे हैं in AI, तो अगर AI बाद में monetize नहीं हो पाता है, if you haven't watched my previous video, you can go ahead and check that one out. So actually South Korea में we've seen the Kospi fall by over 18% now because of the fears around monetization of AI. Because ये AI companies बन तो गई हैं but they are not really able to make revenues yet. So I think अगर Infosys TCS Wipro इसी पोजीशन पे स्टक रहती हैं एंड बिकॉज दे आर एट अ वेरी स्टेबल एंड हेल्दी पोजीशन, बिकॉज वो बहुत ज़्यादा पैसे भी नहीं लगा रही हैं एआई में, बट देर ऑल्सो फॉलोइंग द मार्केट लीडर्स. सो अगर कल को AI वर्क नहीं भी करता है एंड वो रेवेन्यू जनरेट करने में हेल्प भी नहीं करता है, तो दे कैन लेटर, these companies can later pivot to other things and can find new ways to generate revenue. बट अगर AI एक्चुअली कुछ मोनेटाइजेशन की तरफ जाता है एंड कंपनीज की हेल्प करता है रेवेन्यू जनरेट करने में, देन ऑल्सो आई थिंक दीज कंपनीज आर वेरी फेयरली पोजिशन्ड to follow the market leaders and still be able to enhance their revenues and profits. So I think that these companies will not be replaced by AI, but honestly financial markets ke andar you can never be certain, and of course there are a lot of cases to be made in the favor of what I've said and against the favor of what I've said. So I believe that this will be a wait and watch game, but my bias on these IT service companies remains cautiously bullish. Well, you might ask, aren't IT service companies तो बहुत time से market में है, so why is it now that you're getting interested? And the reason behind that is that these companies are now trading at discounted valuations, and that is why I'm interested. So ये companies already discounted valuations पे trade कर रही हैं, जबकि इनकी earnings affect भी नहीं हुई हैं. Even though management ने guidance cut किया है, so maybe there is some turbulence ahead in future quarters, but अभी तक कुछ ऐसा material impact हमने नहीं देखा है. So that is why I'm interested in these companies. Now we look at PE ratio, which is a very important ratio, and I'll explain it to you. So PE ratio first of all stands for price to earnings ratio, and the chart that you see on my screen is of PE ratio for Infosys, and we're currently on screener. So if we go to 10 years, so first of all, let me just explain what price to earnings ratio is. मान लीजिए किसी कंपनी, कोई कंपनी 1 रुपी का बिजनेस करती है, बट उसके लिए इन्वेस्टर्स 100 रुपीज तक देने को तैयार हैं, या 20 रुपीज मान लेते हैं, 20 रुपीज तक देने को तैयार हैं. तो उस मतलब एक्चुअली वो 1 रुपीज का बिजनेस करती है, बट इन्वेस्टर्स उसके लिए 20 रुपीज देने को तैयार हैं, तो उसका जो पीई रेशियो है या प्राइस टू अर्निंग्स रेशियो है विल बी 20, विच मीन्स कि इन्वेस्टर्स उसको 20 टाइम्स इट्स उस पे वैल्यू कर रहे हैं, its earnings पे value कर रहे हैं. So that is what PE ratio is. And we can see here that for Infosys, the median PE ratio, that is the average PE ratio, has been around 23. But currently we are down to 14.2, which is a very low PE ratio for a company like Infosys. And Infosys also pays a very good dividend, which is around 4.5%, which is not bad when you look at the other companies that are offering very low dividends. So, इसलिए I am very interested in IT service companies and specifically Infosys because it's trading at such low valuations, and उस वजह से मेरे को एक better risk to reward ratio मिलता है. तो अभी तक हमने फंडामेंटली इन्फोसिस पे मेरी बायस की बात कर ली एंड मेरे ओपिनियन की बात कर ली एज टू व्हाट आई थिंक विल हैपन एंड व्हाट इज प्रोबेबली लाइकली टू हैपन. But now let's look at some technical indicators that suggest that Infosys is currently almost trading at oversold levels. So for that, the chart that I have in front of me is RSI. RSI stands for Relative Strength Index, and ये बताता है कि कब कोई कंपनी ओवरसोल्ड है या ओवरबॉट है. नाउ ऑफ कोर्स दिस इंडिकेटर इज नॉट अ शॉर्ट थिंग, एंड इसका कभी भी मतलब ये नहीं होता है कि ओवरसोल्ड हो गया तो फिर वो ओवरबॉट होगा या ऊपर जाएगा. सो इट्स नॉट, इट डजंट रियली वर्क दैट वे, बट यू कैन यूज दिस एज अ कॉन्फ्लुएंस एंड इसको आप ध्यान में रख के अपना एनालिसिस कर सकते हो, एंड ये आपको एक स्ट्रॉन्गर एनालिसिस में हेल्प करता है. So if we look at the chart that I have currently open in front of me, तो ये मैंने Infosys का चार्ट खोला हुआ है ऑफ रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ इंडेक्स, जो इंडिकेटर हमने अप्लाई किया हुआ है इसमें, एंड यू कैन सी दैट वी हैव टू लाइंस ओवर हियर. तो मैं आपको क्विकली आरएसआई समझा देता हूँ एंड हाउ इट वर्क्स. सो ये जो ऊपर वाली लाइन है दैट इज अराउंड 70. जब भी स्टॉक प्राइस या जब भी हम चार्ट पे इसके ऊपर के लेवल्स देखते हैं, तो दैट मीन्स द कंपनी इज ओवरबॉट. एंड अगर हम 30 से नीचे के लेवल्स या फिर जो इस केस में रेड लाइन मैंने ड्रॉ की है उसके नीचे के लेवल्स देखते हैं, तो दैट शोज दैट द कंपनी इज करंटली ओवरसोल्ड. So we can see that Infosys was of course listed in 1997, and since then it has never been oversold, but it has been overbought many a times. So we can see that right now we are very close to the monthly oversold levels, and we're close to, so we're currently at 31, and anything below 30 is oversold levels. So we are very close to being oversold in Infosys. So this is a chart that I'm keeping in mind when I say that Infosys is trading at discounted valuations, because this suggests that this company is kind of or very close to being oversold right now. So another thing that I like to look at for my analysis is the shareholding history. And for Infosys, we can see a clear trend here in terms of shareholding history of the company. So if we move over to mutual funds, we can see that in June, mutual funds held about 18.64% of the company. And since then, they've been increasing their stake in the company. Then, if we move over to other domestic institutions, we can see a similar trend where in June we saw 16.73% of holdings, and then it has consistently increased from there to now about 19.88%. Now, if we move over to foreign institutions, of course, the trend is a bit unclear, but we still have high levels of holdings when it comes to foreign institutions. So I believe that this is a very solid shareholding pattern, and yeah, this looks good for Infosys. So I would like to just conclude this video now. I think Infosys is a very good company, and I am cautiously bullish on it. Of course, I neither me nor anyone else knows about what will happen next with this company, but I think the management is taking good steps to continue with the momentum that they've been going for, and the way that this company has been built in the past 20 years. I believe that this momentum, more than 20 years, I believe this momentum will continue, and even after AI agents, this company will still not become redundant and will still find ways to generate more revenue than it ever has. So that is my bias on Infosys, and that is where I would like to conclude for the day. So now I would just like to conclude by saying that my bias on this company is cautiously bullish, although neither me nor anybody else on the internet or anywhere else knows what will happen next in the financial markets, or for what will happen to Infosys for that matter. So we can all just make educated guesses, and that is what I'm trying to do with Infosys. My bias, like I said, is cautiously bullish. I think the management is taking the correct steps and is taking the steps in the right direction. So I believe that is important, and yeah, I believe that this company will still not become redundant and will continue to effectively increase its revenues and net profit, similarly like it has in the past 20 to 30 years of its existence, even though we have AI agents in the picture now. So that is my bias for Infosys, and I still believe that this is a very solid company which is currently, for me, trading at discounted valuations. So with that, let's end the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found this video informational. If you guys have any questions or any doubts related to trading or investing, you can always ask them down below in the comment section, and I'll be sure to answer your question. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.